2013, more high school seniors regularly use marijuana than cigarettes, as in 22% smoked pot in the last month compared to 16% who smoked cigarettes.
Bag of crystal meth and a straw. That's not where it starts. It starts in the schools. It starts with just one joint. It starts with just one beer or one party. So it's important to be mindful of that. There's no test to run to know if you have the disease of addiction. You don't know if it's okay for you to pick up that substance, and unfortunately you never know until it's too late.
About 50% of high school student seniors do not think it's harmful to try crack or cocaine once or twice, and 40% believe it's not harmful to use heroin once or twice.
Hello, my name is Heather. I'm a recovering addict. Today I'd like to share with you all the struggles I've faced because of drugs. Drugs have really tore my life down. I have been to jail. I have been to rehab after rehab. I have slept under bridges in the winter. I have really been through it because of my drug use. I started using drugs around the age of 12, but my drug use was a little different because my mom showed me the drug world. She brought me into it. She smoked pot with me. She smoked meth with me. And she lost her battle with drugs when I was 21. She overdosed from Xanax and Loratabs. In the initial end, drugs will not lead you nowhere but to prison or into your casket. I've started using heroin when I was about 22. Right after I had my first child, I decided to try to shoot up. And ever since then, that's really when my life spun out of control. I was shooting up every day. I was stealing. I was doing whatever I could to get that next fix, whatever I could. And I didn't have nowhere to live. I didn't have my child. I didn't have nothing. I wouldn't eat. I've ate out of trash cans because I was hungry. I've literally slept in the woods with a foot of snow around me because I had nowhere to sleep. But the only thing that mattered to me was getting that needle in my arm with a...
Teens who consistently learn about the risks of drugs from their parents are up to 50% less likely to use drugs than those who don't.
Overdose deaths in West Virginia increased by 16.9%.
Not what you think. You might think you want to experiment with something and try something for the first time, but really in reality, when you try it that first time, you become addicted and you want to do it again and again until you're just strung out. And when you get strung out, there are no limits. You will do whatever you have to do to get that drug. You physically are sick because you can't move. If I didn't have heroin, I would not go to work. I would come up with every excuse I could. I'd be a no-call, no-show for days in a row if I didn't have dope.
It is an addiction.
When you start using drugs, it's just, you don't think that your life is going to spin out of control. But with one hit or with one shot of whatever you do, it will take your life.
There's